Originally, there was a focus on, besides for child welfare, on the juvenile court itself and really working towards reforming the juvenile court. And now I think we've morphed into really looking at the laws in Illinois and how we can reform the laws to make them more child-centered, to make them understand better adolescent development, and also to try and ameliorate some of the structural racism that we find in the juvenile and criminal justice system. We really are working towards helping kids expunge their records, seal their records, be able to move on in their lives, and deal with sort of the attendant problems that come with when you get involved in the juvenile justice system and criminal justice system.
CFJC, I think, is really special because of the people who work there and the people who teach there. The whole time I was there, I was always struck by not just the quality of the lawyers who work there, but just their genuine compassion for the people who they work for. They really consider them to be the most important people in their day and in their lives, and they commit everything they have to them. So that, for me, is something I've taken with me now as a private practice lawyer, is just the importance of having compassion for your clients and understanding where they're coming from and caring about them as people and not just as clients, essentially.
At the end of the semester, I take my students out to lunch. And I always tell them that now they have something in their toolbox that they can use to make a difference, right? And so no matter where they go, they should remember the feeling of helping somebody who really needed their help. And as much as possible, they should try to come back to this type of work. And I know many of them won't necessarily become immigration attorneys, but there's an opportunity for them to do this type of, to do good work wherever they go. And so, so I also feel like I'm sending out an army out there that can continue to do this type of work and help children who might not otherwise have access to a lawyer.
The one thing that's so amazing, that to be a law school student and be able to actually have your own cases with supervision, of course, from acting lawyers is such a monumental experience as a student, because one, you get to meet with clients. You are invested in the future outcomes of that client, which I think is a very unique experience for a student. I think all students should work in a clinic while they're in law school. But to work specifically with the Children and Family Justice Center as a student is amazing because of the role models that you have working within the clinic. It is unparalleled to any other experience that you can receive as a student.
I always wanted to make that personal connection with the students, as well as with Allison and the other attorneys that she had helping her. So I just wouldn't be a case file. I wanted it to be a little more personal because it was personal to me. We built a more close and personal relationship with each and every student, and so a lot of them I'm still in contact with to this day, because of that.
Our work is really challenging and really hard, and one of the things that's remarkable is every day when I come to work, I am surrounded by some of the brightest, smartest, hardworking, dedicated, resilient people who have a great sense of humor and are able to deal with really intractable problems and face them each and every day with a smile on their face.
I was the founding director of the Children and Family Justice Center back in 1991, and I was able to be in that position here at Northwestern Clinic for 21 years. And to my joy and happiness, the Children and Family Justice Center not only still exists, but is thriving and growing and doing terrific work. So it's been a wonderful ride.
I think the work that CFJC does is incredibly important. I think we've been able to drive the issue forward in juvenile justice. I want us to also start driving the issue forward in immigration. I think that the immigration practice is ready to do some of that.
Going forward, I hope the Children and Family Justice Center gets to continue its great work on behalf of individuals, because I think that the individual casework is fundamental to who we are and grounds us in the issues that are facing young people in Chicago and in Illinois.
What I wish is sort of more a continuation of making an impact in this area and getting those issues out there and coming up with creative ways to solve the problems that children all over the world face.